Did you know there are pigs with sheep-like hair, horse-shaped faces, and even one that looks like a cartoon character? Today, I'm taking you to meet the 15 rarest and most unique pigs in the world. Some of them don't even look real. Let's begin. Number 1. Vietnamese pot-bellied pig. Did you know there's a pig so small it can live inside your house? And even has its own fan club? We're talking about the Vietnamese pot-bellied pig. Originally from Vietnam, this little animal is not only adorable, but also incredibly intelligent. Some people compare it to dogs in terms of loyalty, and to cats in terms of independence. Although many confuse it with the Lao Vietnamese pig, the mini Vietnamese pig is a completely different breed. It has a more compact body, short legs, and, just like the name suggests, a prominent belly that always looks overly full, even if that's not necessarily true. But beware, even though they weigh only between 30 and 60 kilos, much less than a common pig, they're not toy animals. Many people buy them because of their small size without knowing they can live up to 15 years, eat almost anything, and yes, even open doors if they feel like it. Their popularity as exotic pets skyrocketed in the 1980s, especially in the United States, when 2 college students brought a few specimens from Vietnam and started breeding them. The phenomenon went so far that they were sold as mini pigs that never grow, something that unfortunately turned out to be false in many cases. So if you're thinking of getting one, be prepared. They need space, a balanced diet, and mental stimulation. These animals are very smart. They learn quickly, respond to their name, and can even be trained to do their business in a specific spot. And although their appearance might seem funny or even comical, these pigs have an important cultural history. In Vietnam, they've been part of rural life for centuries, raised not just for their meat, but also for their resilience and adaptability. The Vietnamese pot-bellied pig is much more than a cute animal. It's smart, historic, charismatic, and maybe the unexpected companion you never knew you wanted to meet. Number 2. Guinea hog. The guinea hog is a unique breed that originated in Africa, was brought to the United States during the transatlantic trade, and became a cornerstone of family farming in the American South. With its deep black color, short legs, and facial beard that gives it an almost mythical air, this pig is not only easy to recognize, but also deeply important in African American history. For centuries, African American communities raised it as a source of food, fat, and useful materials around the house. It was known as the farmer's refrigerator for its ability to provide high-quality meat even under tough conditions. Small in size but big in usefulness, the guinea hog proved to be heat-resistant, disease-resistant, and able to survive with minimal resources. Despite its value, the breed nearly vanished with the rise of industrial farming. Larger, more productive breeds took the spotlight, and the guinea hog faded into obscurity, until recently. Today, thanks to conservation efforts and passionate small-scale breeders, this breed is experiencing a revival. Its lean, flavorful meat is once again appreciated by chefs and lovers of traditional cuisine. Its calm behavior and low environmental impact also make it ideal for sustainable farms. This pig represents not only genetic biodiversity, but also history, identity, and resilience. Beneath its dark coat and calm gaze lie generations of farming wisdom and a cultural legacy worth knowing and protecting. To meet the guinea hog is not just to discover a breed, it's to rediscover an essential part of America's agricultural and social history. Number 3. Mangalitsa pig. The Mangalitsa pig, originally from Hungary, is one of the most eye-catching animals in livestock farming. Its curly, thick, woolly coat gives it a look that many compare to a sheep, but underneath that peculiar appearance lies a true culinary treasure. Originally bred in the 19th century by Hungarian nobility, this pig was designed for one very specific purpose: to produce high-quality fat. And not just any fat. Mangalitsa fat is smooth, aromatic, and perfect for cured meats like Iberian ham, luxury salamis, and gourmet chorizos. In fact, it's known as the Wagyu of pork due to its high-fat marbling and exceptional flavor. Its ability to withstand cold climates and gain weight without intensive feeding made it a star in Eastern Europe. But by the mid-20th century, with the rise of lean, high-output pig breeds, the Mangalitsa nearly disappeared. By the 1990s, only a few hundred were left. Thanks to small-scale farmers and visionary chefs, the breed has made a strong comeback. Today, its meat is highly sought after in fine dining restaurants across the world, especially in Spain, Italy, and the United States. Countries like Austria and Germany have even restarted breeding programs to take advantage of its unique qualities. But it's not just the flavor that makes this pig special. Its woolly coat, calm demeanor, and relatively long life make it ideal for extensive and sustainable farming systems. The Mangalitsa pig is far from ordinary. It's a symbol of tradition, taste, and resilience. Beneath its fleece hides the secret of an ancestral gastronomy that more and more people are rediscovering. Number 4. Kuna pig. The kuna pig is one of the most adorable and unique pigs on the planet. Native to New Zealand, this animal stands out not only for its charming appearance, but also for its calm behavior, and one trait that sets it apart from nearly every other pig. It's primarily herbivorous. Medium-sized, with a short, round face and soft coat, the kuna has distinctive facial tassels called piri that give it an unmistakable look. Some compare it to a teddy bear, others to a cartoon character. But the truth is, this pig is 100% real and 100% fascinating. What's most interesting about its diet is that, unlike other pigs that root for insects, carrion, or food scraps, the kuna prefers to graze on grass like a sheep. This makes it a very versatile animal for sustainable farming systems, as it doesn't require much animal protein or expensive supplements. Its history is as unique as the animal itself. By the mid-20th century, the kuna was on the brink of extinction. In 1984, only 12 individuals remained in the world. Fortunately, a group of New Zealand breeders took action, and since then, there has been a global effort to recover the breed. Today, the kuna has become a popular breed as an exotic pet and in family farming projects. It is gentle, sociable, easy to handle, and can live up to 15 years with proper care. But beyond its cuteness, the kuna represents something important: genetic diversity in livestock. Not all pigs are the same, and thanks to breeds like this, we have more sustainable, intelligent, and eco-friendly options. This small pig with a sweet face not only wins hearts, it also reminds us that there are different and better ways to raise animals. Number 5. Juliana pig, Saint. Julian's pig, garden pig. The Juliana pig, also known as the garden pig or Saint Julian's pig, is a small, colorful, and extremely eye-catching breed. Originating in Germany, it's not a natural breed, but the result of selective crossbreeding between Vietnamese mini pigs and other small pig breeds, with the goal of creating a compact, attractive pet. It stands under 40 centimeters, 16 inches, tall, and rarely weighs more than 20 kilos, 44 pounds. But what truly stands out is its coat. Speckled, striped, irregular spots, and vibrant colors make it look like nature painted it at random. Each pig is unique, with combinations of white, black, brown, gray, and reddish tones that make it one of the most photogenic pigs in the world. Although often associated with the Vietnamese mini pig, the Juliana pig has its own personality. It's sociable, calm, highly intelligent, and adapts well to domestic life. Since its creation in the 1980s, it's been a popular choice as an exotic pet, especially in the United States and Europe. However, its story is full of confusion. Many pigs sold as Juliana pigs weren't purebred, but uncontrolled crosses that led to great genetic diversity, and unrealistic expectations regarding their size and behavior. Today, responsible breeders are working to standardize the breed and protect its authenticity. Although not officially recognized by all livestock associations, its popularity continues to grow among exotic animal lovers and families looking for a different kind of pet. More than just a small pig, the Juliana pig is a blend of color, personality, and charm. Behind its unique markings and curious gaze lies a story of genetic experimentation, animal trends, and a love for the extraordinary. Number 6. Visoko pig. The Visoko pig is a breed that seems to have come straight from another time. Native to Bosnia and Herzegovina, this animal is notable not just for its primitive appearance, but also for its incredible resilience and deep connection to the past. Muscular in build, with an elongated snout and fierce stance, the Visoko pig has traits reminiscent of ancient wild boars, wild animals that roamed Europe centuries ago. Some experts even describe it as a domesticated version of those early pigs that accompanied the first European civilizations. Historically raised in rural settings, this pig adapted perfectly to the harsh climates of southeastern Europe. It can survive on limited resources, feeding on roots, wild fruits, and natural pasture. Its thick coat and alert temperament make it especially well suited for outdoor life. Although little known outside its region, the Visoko pig is a key piece of European livestock biodiversity. Its lean, highly aromatic meat was traditionally used in local preparations, such as cured meats and smoked products. But with the arrival of more productive commercial breeds, this pig was endangered for decades. Today, thanks to small breeders and cultural conservation projects, the Visoko pig is experiencing a revival. Not only for its historical value, but also for its potential in sustainable farming and high-quality food production. This pig is not just a rustic animal. It's a symbol of resilience, rural identity, and an ancestral legacy that lives on in each of its strong steps on Bosnian soil. Behind its piercing gaze and fierce appearance, the Visoko pig holds the memory of a farming culture more in tune with nature, and perhaps a more sustainable future. Number 7. Mercian horsehead pig, Chato Murciano stud pig. The Mercian horsehead pig, also known as the Chato Murciano stud pig, is one of the most unique pigs in Spain. Native to the Murcia region, its name says it all. It has a flat snout, elongated head, and upright posture that resemble Iberian horses. This pig stands out not just for its striking looks, but also for its history. For centuries, it was a vital part of traditional agriculture in southeastern Spain. Tough, agile, and capable of surviving in hot and dry climates, it was primarily raised for its lean meat and ability to thrive on natural resources without commercial feed. But today, this animal is on the brink of extinction. According to official records, by the 1990s, there were fewer than 200 breeding individuals left. Modern farming, the preference for more productive breeds, and declining interest in traditional livestock pushed the Chato Murciano to near-forgotten status. Thankfully, small breeders, livestock associations, and biodiversity advocates have worked hard to bring it back. Today, although it's still classified as critically endangered, it's starting to regain visibility thanks to conservation projects and chefs rediscovering its culinary potential. Its meat, low in fat but rich in flavor, is once again being appreciated in local markets and gourmet niches. Plus, its calm behavior and suitability for extensive farming make it ideal for sustainable breeding models. More than just a pig, the Chato Murciano is a symbol of rural identity, a living legacy of Spain's agricultural history, and a reminder that preserving genetic diversity is key to a more resilient future. Behind its horse-like face and deep eyes, this pig holds the memory of a countryside that must not disappear. Number 8. Canary Island pig, Canarian or Black Canarian pig. The Canarian pig, also known as the Black Canarian pig, is one of Spain's most unknown, but most valuable, livestock treasures. Native to the Canary Islands, this animal stands out for its deep black color, slim but strong body, and long legs that allowed it to move easily across the volcanic terrain of its natural environment. Raised for centuries by the Guanches, the original inhabitants of the islands, this pig was vital for survival in an archipelago where resources were scarce. It was resilient, agile, and able to feed on nuts, wild herbs, and whatever it found while freely grazing in the mountains. But it wasn't just useful. Its meat was of exceptional quality. With a profile very similar to the Iberian pig, it offered tender texture and intense flavor, perfect for traditional preparations like cured meats. smoked cuts, and slow-cooked dishes. In short, it was the secret behind many of the unique flavors of Canarian cuisine. With the arrival of more productive and uniform commercial breeds, the Canarian pig lost prominence. By the mid-20th century, it had virtually disappeared. For years, it was thought that only old photos and the memories of elders who had seen it roaming the hills of Tenerife or Gran Canaria remained. Thanks to small breeders and recovery projects, this breed has begun to make a comeback. Today, though still extremely rare, there are serious efforts to preserve it, not only for its genetic value, but for its role in the history and culture of the Canary Islands. Seeing a Canarian pig in person is like encountering a living piece of history. Beneath its dark coat and calm gaze lie generations of adaptation, resilience, and authentic flavor. This pig is not just an animal. It is a symbol of island identity, deep roots, and a future where biodiversity can shine again. Number 9. Ossabaw Island Pig. The Ossabaw Island pig is a breed that survived in isolation for centuries, adapting to a harsh and ever-changing environment. Originating from tiny Ossabaw Island off the coast of Georgia, USA, this pig isn't just resilient, it's a true survivor. Likely brought over from the Old World during early European colonial voyages, these pigs were left behind and evolved on their own in a tropical island ecosystem. With no natural predators and inconsistent food sources, they developed a unique ability to store fat extremely efficiently. This allowed them to survive times of scarcity, and today makes them a fascinating biological model. Medium-sized, black or dark brown, with slender legs perfect for moving swiftly through dense vegetation, the Ossabaw pig is agile, alert, and highly active. But its true superpower is internal. Its metabolism works unlike any other commercial pig breed, drawing the attention of scientists studying human metabolic diseases. In domestic conditions, it can naturally develop insulin resistance, something that would be harmful in most species, but in the Ossabaw pig is part of its ancestral survival strategy. This makes it ideal for extensive farming systems, especially in hot areas where other pigs would struggle with heat and food scarcity. Although little known outside the United States, this breed is classified as critically endangered by conservation organizations. Fortunately, dedicated breeders are working to protect it, not only for its genetic value, but also for its culinary and ecological potential. Behind its lively eyes and slim body, the Ossabaw pig holds the legacy of a unique natural evolution. It's far more than a wild pig. It's a living testament to how nature adapts, resists, and survives. Number 10. Kurabuta pig, Japanese Berkshire. The Kurabuta pig is one of the top icons of gourmet pork. Originally from the United Kingdom as the Berkshire breed, it gained true fame in Japan, where it was selected and refined into what is now known as Kurabuta, a word that means black pig in Japanese, referring to its dark coat. This pig is easily recognized by its upright ears, short snout, and black coloring with white patches on its legs. But what truly matters is its meat. Highly marbled, tender, and extremely juicy, it's considered by many to be the Wagyu of pork. Its silky texture and bold flavor have made it a favorite among world-renowned chefs. Its success is no coincidence. In Japan, it's raised under strict standards. Controlled diet, calm environment, and specialized care. Some even say they play classical music or give massages to improve circulation, though that may be more urban legend than standard practice. Still, every detail matters when it comes to achieving such exceptional quality. But its story doesn't end in Asia. Today, Kurabuta pigs are also raised in the US, Spain, Australia, and other countries, all aiming to replicate that same level of excellence. It's a common feature in gourmet restaurants, served as ribs, belly, or select cuts, often at premium prices. More than just a pig, the Kurabuta is a symbol of luxury, tradition, and extreme dedication. Every steak carries with it centuries of genetic selection, culinary artistry, and an almost obsessive commitment to perfection. Beneath its dark skin and calm expression, this animal holds the secret to an unparalleled sensory experience. The Kurabuta doesn't just please the palate, It elevates pork to an entirely new level. Number 11. Bosna pig. The Bosna pig looks like it came straight out of a Central European countryside. Native to Romania, this breed takes its name from the Bosna region in Transylvania, where it has been an essential part of rural life for generations. Medium-sized, with a compact body and short legs, the Bosna stands out for its white coat with reddish or brown patches, uniquely distributed in each pig. Some have large dark spots across their backs, others display facial masks or even rings around the neck. Every Bosna pig is a natural work of art, shaped by ancestral genetics and local adaptation. Raised mostly on family farms, this pig was developed to work within traditional agricultural systems. It's calm, hardy, easy to manage, and well adapted to the cold climates of Central Europe. Its main use has been for producing quality meat and fat, especially for local consumption and homemade preparations like sausages, bacon, and traditional soups. Unlike modern commercial breeds, the Bosna was not selected for fast growth or maximum weight gain. Instead, it was valued for its ability to fatten on natural feed, grazing, eating crop leftovers, and making the most of modest rural resources. Despite its historical importance, this breed has seen its numbers decline with the rise of industrial livestock models. However, in recent years, interest in reviving it has grown, not only for its genetic value, but for its role in sustainable agriculture and Romanian cultural identity. Behind its sweet gaze and colorful coat, the Bosna pig holds the legacy of a way of life that must not be forgotten. It's not just an animal. It's the living memory of a land that knows how to raise livestock with patience, tradition. It's not just an animal. It's the living memory of a land that knows how to raise livestock with patience, tradition, and authentic flavor. 12. Choctaw hog. The Choctaw hog is much more than just a pig breed. It is a symbol of history, cultural resilience, and survival. Native to the United States, this pig was brought to the continent by European colonizers centuries ago, and later adopted by the Choctaw Nation, which integrated it into its farming and food systems. Small in size, with a lean yet strong body, and long legs that allowed it to move easily across rough terrain, the Choctaw hog was ideal for rural and indigenous communities. It was disease-resistant, adapted well to the southeastern US climate, and could survive with minimal resources. At a time when every animal mattered, this breed was pure gold. For generations, it was a fundamental part of the Choctaw's rural economy. It was raised for its meat, fat, and ability to reproduce under natural conditions, without the need for costly infrastructure. But over time, the modernization of agriculture and the rise of industrial breeds pushed this ancestral pig into oblivion. By the mid-20th century, it was nearly extinct. Only a few individuals remained, and hardly anyone spoke of it. However, thanks to recent efforts in genetic conservation and cultural recovery, the Choctaw hog is slowly making a comeback. Dedicated breeders and members of the Choctaw Nation are working together to preserve not just the animal, but also the memory of a tradition that nearly vanished. Today, seeing a Choctaw hog in motion is like watching a piece of history walk by. Beneath its simple coat and alert gaze lies generations of rural wisdom and a cultural legacy that transcends agriculture. This pig is not just an animal. It is a bridge between past and future, between land and people, between history and hope. 13. Irish glass, floppy-eared pig of Ireland. The floppy-eared pig of Ireland, also known as the Irish glass, is a breed that no longer walks the earth, but is slowly starting to take shape once again. Native to Ireland, this pig was part of the rural landscape for centuries, adapting to the country's damp climate and traditional farming systems. Grayish or bluish in color, with a long snout and large drooping ears, the Irish glass had a distinctive appearance. It was hardy, calm, and primarily fed on grass and farm leftovers, making it ideal for family farms where every animal counted. But by the mid-20th century, the arrival of more productive commercial breeds caused this pig to gradually disappear, until it became completely extinct. What remains of the Irish glass is found in old books, yellowed photographs, and a few livestock records describing its behavior, size, and utility. But that hasn't been enough to let it die out completely. Because now, serious projects are underway to bring it back through genetic revival. Breeders, historians, and scientists are working together to reconstruct this lost breed. Using crossbreeding techniques with closely related breeds like the British Saddleback and Tamworth, they aim to recover the Irish Glass's defining traits: its signature coat, drooping ears, and ability to survive in cold, rainy environments. This is not just an effort to bring back a pig. It's a historical memory project, a celebration of rural identity, and an act of cultural preservation. The Irish Glass represents a way of life closely tied to Ireland's agricultural history, one that, although it disappeared, could still regain a name, a face, and a future. Behind its imagined silhouette and gaze lost in time, the floppy-eared pig of Ireland carries the hope of rebirth. Not as a ghost of the past, but as a guide toward a more diverse and rooted livestock future. 14. Wuzhishan pig, Chinese mini pig. The Wuzhishan pig, also known as the Chinese mini pig, is a breed that defies expectations. Native to China, it wasn't created through modern crossbreeding or genetic manipulation. It's a natural miniature, the result of centuries of local evolution in geographic isolation. Small in size, between 20 and 30 kilograms when fully grown, it has a compact body, short legs, and an expressive face that always seems alert. Its coat can be white, black, or spotted. But its true uniqueness lies not in its looks, but in its remarkable genetics. For decades, this breed went unnoticed outside China, but in the 1980s, that changed. Scientists discovered that the Wuzhishan pig had an immune system very similar to that of humans, along with a manageable size that made it ideal for biomedical research. Since then, it has been used in studies of cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, neurology, and even transplant trials. Unlike other pigs used in research, this mini pig doesn't become uncontrollably obese or suffer severe joint issues with age. That makes it a perfect model for long-term human-related studies. But beyond the laboratory, the Wuzhishan pig has also gained attention as an exotic pet, especially in countries where people seek small, sociable animals. Although its breeding remains limited and controlled in many places due to its scientific value. This pig doesn't just represent a breed, it represents the intersection of nature and science. Behind its intelligent gaze and tiny frame lies the potential to help save human lives. The Wuzhishan pig is proof that sometimes the smallest creatures can make the biggest impact. 15. Pampa pig, Pampa huaco, or ceramic pigs. Pampa pigs, also known as Pampa huaco or ceramic pigs, are not real animals, but they are one of the most fascinating archaeological mysteries of Peru's past. These clay figures, created by pre-Inca cultures hundreds or even thousands of years ago, represent pigs in symbolic and artistic form, even though pigs did not exist in the Americas before the arrival of Europeans. These sculptures, usually made of clay and decorated with intricate details, feature a round body, short legs, upright ears, and a playful expression. While some theories suggest they might represent the sacrahue or wild boar introduced after colonization, others propose they were purely symbolic or imaginary animals, crafted for ritual or spiritual purposes. Many of these artifacts have been found in ancient tombs and temples, suggesting they played an important role in religious ceremonies or as offerings to deities. In cultures where every element of nature held sacred meaning, these ceramic pigs may have symbolized fertility, abundance, or even spiritual guidance in the afterlife. Though their exact purpose remains debated among archaeologists and historians, what's clear is that the Pampa pigs are a testament to the creative and symbolic power of Andean civilizations. Without ever having seen a pig, they managed to capture its essence in a form that today seems both charming and oddly familiar. Behind their smooth shapes and earthy tones, these clay pigs hold an ancestral message. Humans have always used art to imagine, interpret, and connect with the unknown. The Pampa pig doesn't walk, grunt, or eat, but it tells stories. Stories of an ancient Peru that was already dreaming of animals yet to come.